Hey, you may want to stand up for this one.
We are.
A new study found that standing for at least a quarter of the day can reduce your risk for obesity by 32%.
Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, is here now to talk about it, standing appropriately here. This is big news. The average office worker, I think, sits something like 10 hours a day.
You guys are definitely not the average office worker,
No,
especially on the now.
Yeah, we walk around a
because
lot.
they walk, run, and then sometimes ski through it. So absolutely, you know, if you can avoid sitting, I think it's the best thing. And standing, even if you stand, guess a quarter of the time, you reduce your risk of some of these diseases by 32%. If it's half the time, it's 59%. So there really is some good benefits.
All right, what did they do? How did they figure all this out? They looked at
a study with thousands of patients, and they had them stand for a quarter of the time, which is 6 hours,
right.
or they stood about half the time. And what they found out was it's 32 or 59% reduction in some of the biggest risk factors in cardiovascular disease and obesity.
All right, there have been some conflicting reports on this.
There is, but I still think if you can avoid sitting, it's great. If you can stand, if you can walk and run. I tell my patients, if you can exercise even 5 minutes, you know, 3 or 4 times a day, 3 or 4 times a week, it's great. Ideally, 30 minutes, 5 to 7 times a week is what I recommend to my patients.
Get moving.
All right. You're back at 5 p.m. What do you have for us?
Talking about kids and teens getting under the knife for obesity surgery. Kind of controversial, but we're going to talk about it.
All right, Dr. Nandi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.